Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Cat Ear Hunter here, and different setting, different coin rolls, and different currency. So my name is Cat Ear Hunter after all, and I've done a lot of the year on this channel, but not much of the CAD. And the reason why is that when I started this channel, I was actually on break in Austria, but I actually go to university in Canada, and therefore I actually spend 2/3 of my entire year here. And now that I'm back in Canada, I'm able to start filming some of my Canadian coin roll hunts. Before we get started, I'd just like to say a few words about the future of this channel, what it would look like. I don't plan on having Canadian content replace any of my Euro content. I would like to release one Euro hunting video per week, and Canadian hunts would just be the leftovers that I'll upload on the side, and therefore Canadian content would be somewhat irregular compared to the Euro content, which I want to have somewhat regularly. Given that I'm in university, however, there will undoubtedly be some weeks where I just won't be able to upload, or some weeks where my videos will be delayed, since my university life does take priority over everything else, and there will just be times when I just will be too busy to edit some of my videos, and yeah, I hope you understand that, and I've also recorded lots and lots of Euro content, enough for me to last all the way to the beginning of 2024, which is when I will return to Austria for 2 or 3 weeks and start recording a whole new wave of content. So I will not be stopping any of my Euro hunts on this channel, and don't worry about that. Yeah, there are major differences between the rolls. This is an entire box of rolls, which you don't get in Europe. If I open it, you can see that the rolls are actually customer wrapped, compared to Europe, where the rolls are machine wrapped. So they were actually wrapped by customers, and as a result, you can actually reuse these rolls, and you need to reuse the rolls because if I go back to the bank and deposit them, they have to be in this form. So there is no coin counting machine where I can just dump all my coins in like in Europe. So I'm going to be hunting 50 rolls of 10-cent coins, and as a result of these rolls being customer wrapped, I won't actually open all of the rolls in front of the camera, and I still need to figure out exactly how I do this Canadian content. So if I'm changing up how I do these coin roll hunting videos, like how I unwrap the rolls, how I show off the coins, that's just because I'm figuring things out, and I'd love to actually hear your feedback as to whether or not I'm doing is good or not, or if there's something I need to change. So please feel free to comment, and yeah, without anything further to do, let's just get right into it. So I figured before we get into these rolls, I might as well introduce the currency, since a lot of European viewers will not be used to Canadian currency. On the front of the coin is Queen Elizabeth II, and yes, she will be replaced by Charles III, but from what I've read, the Canadian mints will only do so in the fall, so that's something we can stay tuned for. And on the other side, it has a ship. That ship is called the Blue Nose. It is a symbol of sort of modern Canadian history. She was a racing vessel and a fishing vessel, and yeah, the design has basically remained unchanged since I think 1937. So there are a few interesting coins we can find. We can find some commemoratives in the 10 cents. So unlike in the Euro, where only the 2 Euro coins can be released with commemorative designs, in Canada every single denomination can have commemoratives. And the 10 cent has a few commemoratives we can look out for. There are a few interesting varieties we can look out for, and also we can look out for silver. So all Canadian dimes before 1968 are made out of silver. Canadian dimes from 1968 are a little more complicated, and I will get back to that when we actually find one. But without anything further to do, I've been talking for a little too much, so let's just get started with roll number 1. So I'm just going to pull out one of these rolls. Might as well get started with this roll right over here. So this is one of the customer wrapped rolls you can find. Looking at the edge, I don't see anything too notable. You can sometimes tell apart silver dimes by the edge, but well, there's only one way to find out if there's something interesting in here. So I figured I might as well open the first 2 or 3 rolls in front of you, and after that I will just go through them on my own and show you what I found in them. And the very first coin of the hunt is going to be a 2016 dime. And right behind that we actually have two of them. Two of the first, I guess, quasi-commemorative coins. It is going to be from 2021. There were 3 commemorative dimes released in 2021, and I hope we'll get all of them. But this is the first one. It commemorates 100 years of the Blue Nose, which is the ship depicted here. And one of the commemoratives just has 1921 written on the left. There is actually a variant of this without this date, and that is NIFC. So that's something we can be on the lookout for, a 2021 dime without the 1921 written on the left. And we have another commemorative, just a few coins behind that, a 2001 Year of the Volunteers commemorative. And the very last coin in this roll is actually going to be another one of those quasi-commemoratives released in 2002. It commemorates, I think, the Golden Jubilee of Elizabeth II, but the design on the back is barely changed. It just has 1952, 2002 on the bottom of the coin by Queen Elizabeth's portrait. This one's also very common, so I won't be keeping it, but yeah, that's the first roll down. Alright, so here we have roll number 2, and you might notice that the edge of this coin over here looks a little different. It has a little brown colored strip on the top half of the coin. That is going to be an American dime, so because we are quite close to the United States, it can happen that American coins get mixed up with rolls. There was actually a time when I opened a roll of 25-cent coins, which we call quarters, and it was just full of American coins. No idea how that happens, but it just does. So that's something that's we can find, and I'll just pull out the American coin right over here. It is going to be a 1999, and the American coins actually do have mint marks as well. If you look on the top of the date, it has a mint mark D, indicating it was minted in Denver. And we actually have another double date commemorative over here, but this one was minted in 1992 instead of in 2021. 1992 is 125 years since Canadian Confederation, and they issued quite a lot of commemoratives during that date, mostly in the quarters and loonie, which is the what we call the $1 coin, but the dime just has the double date, and that's it. It's nothing too particularly special either. And we did end up getting a 1968 over here, so just to showcase whether or not this is going to be silver or not. So 1968 is the year when Canada transitioned from minting coins out of silver to minting coins out of, I think, copper nickel, but I'm not sure. Either way, the way to find out if these are made out of silver or not is to hold them up against a magnet. Unfortunately, I don't have a magnet with me. The only one that I do have is on my laptop keyboard. So I'm just going to hold this near the magnetic part of my laptop, and if you hear a click, then it will be made out of copper nickel, and if you don't hear a click, which means that the coin is not magnetic, it is going to be made out of silver. So holding it against the magnet now, and yeah, you've heard it, that is going to be a copper nickel coin. You can actually find the silver one in circulation. And just to show how common the double date 1992 commemorative is, here is another one, found in the exact same roll. So Nothing too particularly special here. Ended up finding another 1968 in that roll, so I will be running the test again. And you heard that click. That is going to be magnetic, so not silver. And the last coin in this roll is going to be a 2008 dime. Alright, and the last roll that I'll be opening completely in front of the camera, it has a few American dimes, as you can see over here, but it also has this edge right over here, which definitely is not a dime, nor an American dime. It's probably a different copper-colored coin, although I'm not sure which one, so let's open this roll up, see what it is. It'd be interesting to identify what we found right over here. And it's a Canadian penny. So the penny, which is what we call the 1 cent coin, has actually been, is not issued for circulation anymore. It has been discontinued in 2012. I think this is a 2006, but it's in absolutely terrible shape. So I guess that's a bit of an interesting find right over here. Put that one aside, but I don't think I'll keep it. And let's pull out the American dimes we found. So here we found a 1991 American dime. The mint mark above the date is this time going to be a P, which stands for Philadelphia. And unlike the European coins or the Canadian coins, you actually have to flip the coin like this to get the design on the right side up. And the second American coin in this roll is going to be also a 1991 mint mark P. Once again, we have another Year of the Volunteers coin. And another one, just a few coins behind that. And the last coin in this roll is going to be a 2006 dime. Alright, so I'm going to start opening all the rolls off camera right now. So if I find something interesting, then I'll let you all know. And yeah, without anything further to do, let's just get started and see what we can find. I've got roll number 6 laid out over here, and while I was laying out these coins, I stumbled across another foreign coin right over here. It is marked as East Caribbean States, 10 cents. It has the Queen on the back, but this East Caribbean States, I don't actually know exactly where this is. I mean, obviously from some sort of Caribbean country, but I don't exactly know which one, so I'll quickly lay that one aside and do some more research on it. But I also noticed an American coin hiding out there. You can sort of see the copper edge of the coin right over there, though it's a bit difficult to see, I guess, in this lighting. I'll quickly pull that one out as well. There it is. And it's going to be a 1985 with mint mark P. So I will put the American coin aside, and I'll also put this one aside at the end of the hunt. During the recap, I'm going to talk more about this coin after I've done some more research on it, but I'm going to look through this roll and keep on with the hunt. And we're in that same roll number 6. You can see right over here all the coins that I'm going to be putting back into circulation. We found the second dime commemorative from 2021, namely the Blue Nose Under Sail. And there's only one variant missing that has color, believe it or not. It is going to have the water right over there colored blue. I really hope we can find that. It's a pretty cool coin, but I do know lots of people back in Europe who want to have this coin, and yeah. And I laid out roll number 7, and yet again we're going to have a American coin right over there, and it is going to be a 2020 with mint mark P. Roll number 8, and yet again we are going to be getting a American dime. Quite a lot of American dimes. I guess more than I'm used to, although I didn't really do that many dime hunts yet. This is going to be a 1993 with mint mark D. Additionally, there is a few coins with some suspect edges, but now that I see them, I think they're just rather dirty. Here's one of them right over here, and if I pull this coin out, you can see it's just going to be a 1992 double date in really bad condition. Roll number 11 right over here, and we found not one, not two, but 3 American dimes in this roll, so I'm going to take them all out right now. First one is going to be a 1977. Without a mint mark, I think that means it's Philly. I'm not too particularly sure. And the next two right over here, one of them is going to be a 2016 P, and the other one is going to be a 2017 D. So we're finding so many American coins that I'm not even going to be stopping the hunt anymore unless I find a really good one. But yeah, that just goes to show how often these coins show up here, and I'll give you the final count of how many we find at the end of the hunt. But yeah, that's a bit interesting. And in that exact same roll, we are going to be having yet again another commemorative, this one issued in 2017 for Canada's 150th anniversary of Confederation. You can tell this is a commemorative just because the back looks a little bit different. The font, the Elizabeth II De Gratia Regina, is a little bit larger, and it has that special maple leaf on the bottom. And yeah, I can quickly grab this coin and turn it around. You can see that indeed it is going to be the sesquicentennial, is what we call a 150th anniversary. And yeah, not much else really to say. I'll put this one aside and keep pile, and let's continue onwards with the hunt. I just opened up roll number 15 right over here, and as I normally do, I empty them out on my hand, and I'm sure you all can see it right there on the edge. We are going to have color in this hunt. This is going to be the colored variant of the Blue Nose Undersail commemorative issued in 2021. So I'm going to briefly show you the uncolored version right over here to compare. And yeah, so for all of the European viewers, Canada issues colored commemoratives, not just the 10 cents. There are also 25 cent, loonie, which is the $1, and toonie, which is the $2 coin. They all have colored commemorative variants as well, but this is the only one you can find for the dime, and I'm very happy about finding this one. And yeah, that is going to be a keeper for us. And we still have the rest of roll number 15 to look through, but I'm very happy that we managed to find all 3 commemorative coins issued in 2021 for the 10 cent. And yeah, let's just keep going with this hunt, see if we can find anything else really cool in this roll. Roll number 18, and this roll actually ended up having 5 American dimes in it, which is pretty interesting, but we also found yet again another Blue Nose Undersail, also uncolored this time. And I just rolled out roll number 39. The hunt has died down a lot. We didn't find anything in the last 10 rolls or so, but we did end up getting something in this roll right over here. My camera can focus on that. We got a 1970 dime that is going to be a low mint with a mintage of 5.2 million, and it doesn't even look like it's in that bad shape. Actually, let me quickly get out my scope, and I can show you what it looks like under that. And here you can see what it looks like underneath that scope. It doesn't look half bad at all. I'm really happy with this find. 1970, 5.2 million. And here, of course, you can see what the other side looks like. So a find I'm going to be really happy with. So yeah, as I've said, the hunt did seem to die down in the last few rolls, but in this case, you can still see that we can end up getting some great finds. So the show is clearly not over yet. And this was at the very beginning of the roll. Actually, this was the ender, which I'm very surprised about. But yeah, still have the rest of the roll to look through, so I'm going to quickly do that, and if I find something interesting, I'll let you know. And this box is almost empty. We're actually on roll number 48. We got, yet again, another Blue Nose commemorative. Right over here, we can see, of course, Blue Nose under sale, uncolored as well. Nothing too particularly special, but you might have noticed when I actually panned into the box, one of these rolls has a little writing on it. And sometimes the rolls are marked with, like, lines, which just indicate that they were searched by coin roll hunters. This one, however, is marked Found Metal Detecting. Now, one of these enders, both of these enders, sorry, are definitely not going to be silver. They're actually quite clean. I don't think they would have been from the ground. But, I mean, you know, perhaps there is something really cool in here. I just wonder why that's marked like that. I hope this wasn't searched before by someone else, but I'll open this one up as the last roll of the hunt, but in the meantime, let's just move this Blue Nose away. We found a few Americans, but that's it. The hunt really did seem to die down recently, so I'll go through the entire roll and I'll update you on what I find. Well, rolls number 48 and 49 did not end up having anything else aside from one American dime, but we have one roll left, and this is the one which I am most curious about. The roll that says Found Metal Detecting written on it. I mean, these don't look, I mean, if they were in the ground for years, they don't look that bad, but there's only one way to find out. Hopefully, I mean, it would be really cool if there's something in here, but, well, only one way to find out. Let me pull out all these coins, and they all look bad. Wait. I mean, the first two coins look not that great shape, so, is it really true that these were all found metal detecting? Wow. This might actually be the case. Take a look at this. Oh, it's a hard. I'm having a hard time pushing all these coins out. I think this is actually a metal detecting find. Oh, I can't really push the coins out. It seems like there's a lot of. Oh, there we are. They're all dirty. I'm just gonna lay them out. This is. What is this? I don't know if there's any silver in here, but this is really strange. Wow, I hope there's some silver in here. I definitely need to clean my table, but, well, let's see. Yes! Yes, 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 you can see right over here, this coin, 1968. It has the look of silver, and I have a 2020 coin right over here. So if I bring the 2020 coin next to the magnet, you will hear a click. You should have heard that click, but if I bring this 1968 coin next to the magnet, you don't hear anything. This is going to be a silver coin, probably found metal detecting, and I just started looking through this. Let's see if we can find anything else, and one other way to tell it's silver is if I drop it. It has that high pitch noise to it. Whereas if I drop a cupronickel coin, it doesn't. It has that sort of ringing to it. Wow! This is crazy! How did this happen in my first hunt, that we find a metal detecting roll, with silver as well? Let me quickly go through these. 1971, so 1986. Some of these have some great toning on them, I do have to say. 1960 something. Could this be silver as well? Could we have found two silvers in the same roll? Ah, it is magnetic. You heard that. That is a very interesting roll. But we did get away with one silver coin, a 1968, the variant with silver. And the fact that this was in a roll that says found metal detecting on it. Oh, there's one more coin in here. There's a coin in here. Oh. Very dirty, but this one is also magnetic. Wow! That is spectacular that we got this. Yes. Well, that is one hell of a last roll. I'm very glad that I recorded myself opening it, but yeah, I have a lot of cleaning up to do, unless because these coins are very dirty. But it looks like we got a legit metal detecting roll, and yeah, let me clean things up and let's get to our recap. Alright, so I didn't clean up the table yet from the metal detecting roll. I just want to do my recap first. We found a grand total of 31 American coins, and I guess I'm reacting a bit more strongly to this because in Europe, if we were to find a non-Euro coin on a roll, that would be a very rare find because rolls are machine wrapped, and they do a very good job of sorting out these foreign, any non-Euro coins. Additionally, we found a Eastern Caribbean 10-cent coin. This is a currency which is used in 7 countries in the Caribbean, and yeah, I think it's a really cool find that we ended up getting this one in a roll right over here. And we also got right over here a very dinged up Canadian penny from 2000 and I think that's a 2006 or 2005, but I don't know what to do with this. I can't just put this back in a dime roll, so if you have any suggestions for what I can do with this, then do let me know. As for the Canadian coins we're going to be keeping, we have a few sesquicentennial coins right over here. I just decided to keep a few double dates as well that I just thought were in pretty good shape, a 2021 and a 1992. We got 6 Blue Nose Under Sail coin without the color, and 2 Year of the Volunteers that I'll keep, but these are no means, especially the Year of the Volunteers, are no means a very special coin. I probably discarded around 50 of them in this hunt, but the finds of the hunt right over here are going to be that color commemorative from 2021. Unfortunately, we only found one. I've done hunts before where I found several, so it seems like they're getting a bit more rare. We also found a 1970 key date and a 1968 silver dime from a roll marked as quote, found metal detecting. So I think those 3 are definitely going to be the find of the hunt. And yeah, that is going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I do have to say, dimes typically don't have many commemoratives. I want to do a quarter hunt next. Those have tons of commemoratives, ones which I am excited about showing you all, but for the time being, yeah, that is going to be it, and thank you all so much for watching. Good luck with all of your collections as well, and I hope you all enjoyed. See you next time.